Archaeology and Investigation Research Society.
This was 2016.
16, yes.
2016 में दोनों ने decide किया कि we will go ahead with fair.
Best damn decision in the whole world.
Carry on my wayward son.
So in 2016, when Pooja Vijay, who is personally a mentor to me, so Pooja Di and Sarvajit Mohanty, who I came to know from Pooja Di herself. So when they both started this organization, I think from two people to then me as a member who then in 2016 joined Pairs, to reaching 100,000 subscribers and a family for us. I think it's amazing. I mean, no words can express this joy that we have reached that level where the organization's vision of bringing light into darkness is reaching to so many souls out there. So yes, it's an amazing feeling, definitely.
So feels very good and काफ़ी मतलब अच्छा लग रहा है कि हम लोग का जो मेन मोटिव है पेयर्स का टू स्प्रेड द लाइट इनटू डार्कनेस, तो वो काफ़ी लोगों तक पहुंच रहा है एंड पीपल आर बिलीविंग इन दिस फील्ड, स्पेशली इन द कंट्री ऑफ लाइक इंडिया, जहाँ पे काफ़ी सारे नॉन बिलीव्स है एंड जो एंशंट से उन लोग का कुछ बिलीव है. सो आई थिंक जहाँ पे हम लोग का मोटिव है वो काफ़ी मतलब हम लोग स्प्रेड कर रहे हैं एंड पीपल आर रिएक्टिंग, सो इट इज़ अ गुड पॉइंट फॉर अस. काफ़ी अच्छा लगता है कि लाइक जब भी हम लोग ने स्टार्ट किया, लाइक आई नो फ्रॉम 2016 की जहाँ पे हम लोग का रीच लाइक इट वाज लाइक हार्डली सम सब्सक्राइबर्स, सो 1 lakh.
It gives so much of validation to our work, I mean, it's not that we need validation. हम लोग तो कब से रिसर्च करते आ रहे हैं when there was nobody. एंड ऐसा बोला जाता है ना कि when जब कोई गरीब रहता है, कोई प्यार करे, वो हमेशा प्यार करेगा. So when we were like nothing at that point of time, we found a few followers. They're still sticking with us, which is such a good thing. And right now the community is just growing and growing and growing, which is such a heartwarming thing, because so many people are facing so many things, which are now they're finding a scientific, logical explanation to all those things. So I think the community growing is it's a beautiful thing. I still want everybody to acknowledge this.
Awesome. एंड लेकिन एक वर्ड जो मुझे आ रहा है राइट नाउ इज़ वेरी वेरी ग्रेटफुल, क्योंकि इट्स बीन अ डिफ़िकल्ट जर्नी एंड मतलब हमें एक्चुअली 6 साल लग गए टू रीच फ्रॉम 0 to 7,000 सब्सक्राइबर्स, and then in less than 6 months we reached from 7,000 to 100K. So it feels surreal, it feels amazing, but there is lot of gratitude in my heart for this spike. But yeah, at this point I can't I have to thank Ranveer here, because हम लोग वही सब कर रहे थे जो अभी कर रहे हैं. वी वर वर्किंग विद द सेम पैशन, वी वर डूइंग द सेम थिंग्स, उतना ही जान से एंड कमिटमेंट से एंड एवरीथिंग, बट देयर वाज वन स्पार्क दैट वाज मिसिंग, आई थिंक, फॉर अस टू एक्चुअली रीच द masses. So I think Ranveer acted like that spark that helped us connect to the world, and I'm so grateful for it. So just gratitude.
How does it feel?
Scares me actually. 1 lakh log, it's like I don't know, I can't even imagine 1 lakh log in one room, and अभी 1 lakh लोग subscribing to our channel, एक channel जिसका कोई भी expectations नहीं था कि हम 1 lakh पहुँचेंगे. पता था पहुँच जाएंगे, but so fast in a way, क्योंकि I know 6 साल जो पहले हमने, हमको पता है, but it literally scares me because even though we have never worked for the expectations of people, we have only worked because we want to, or we put content because we want to and not because people want it, very honestly. And without any offense to them, I know they enjoy it, but it's like out of a lot of things that we do, रिसर्चिंग एंड इन्वेस्टिगेशन इज़ अ पार्ट ऑफ इट. तो हम डॉक्यूमेंट करते हैं एंड डॉक्यूमेंट करके हमने सोचा कि इफ़ वी आर एक्सपीरियंसिंग समथिंग मे बी पीपल विल ऑल्सो लर्न समथिंग फ्रॉम इट, तो हम डालते हैं. एंड उस चक्कर में अभी हम 1 लाख क्रॉस कर चुके हैं. एंड नाउ इट स्केयर्स मी दैट वी हैव टू बी काइंड ऑफ इन दैट जोन वेयर वी आर लाइक यू नो व्हाट, वी हैव टू डू दिस इन अ सर्टन वे बिकॉज अभी 1 लाख सब्सक्राइबर्स हैं, जो कि पहले जब 10,000 थे, 5,000 थे, ना डाल देते हैं. साउंड क्वालिटी नहीं है, ठीक है कोई बात नहीं, मैनेज हो जाएगा. बट नाउ वी कैन डू दैट. इफ एन ऑडियो गोज आउट वी हैव टू डू समथिंग, हैव अ बैकअप प्लान रेडी, क्योंकि पता है कि लोगों को नहीं पसंद आएगा. एंड ऑफ कोर्स उन्होंने कुछ तो देखा, सम स्पार्क दे कनेक्टेड टू सम थिंग, जो कि उनको भी कनेक्शन फील हुआ कि 1 लाख लोग ने सोचा कि हाँ ये जो लोग हैं जो ये काम कर रहे हैं इसमें कुछ तो है. एंड ऑफ कोर्स दे हैव टू बी द वन जिनको यूनिवर्स ने मार्क किया है, बिकॉज अदरवाइज ऐसे रैंडमली कोई हमारे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब नहीं करेगा. व्हाट आर द चैलेंजेस दैट यू हैव फेस्ड एज वन ऑफ द ओल्डेस्ट मेंबर्स इन दिस टीम?
I think the challenges that I faced was against our own belief structure, because we have shattered all of that the traditional beliefs, the empirical evidence that say. The problem is people think that science is only that which has been discovered till now, and they delve only on that, and then afterwards they say that aap jo kar rahe ho that is pseudoscience. But at some point of time all science was pseudoscience. So the challenges that we face is again sometimes dwelling on what these people say and then trying to restrict ourselves कि यार लोग क्या सोचेंगे. And I think we've come out of it. Every time we come out of it, there is a new challenge. There is a new demon. There is a new entity that's waiting. There is a new belief that is waiting to be unearthed, or probably even dispelled, a myth to be dispelled. And there are new myths being created every day. It's nothing that it's सब सारे myths हो गए, like बिल्ली क्रॉस करना है and all those things. There are new myths created every day कि ये नहीं करना होता है, वो नहीं करना होता है. I think the only challenge is about this, that every time we come across a news wherein a fake Baba or a Tantric or a Godman has cheated someone, we need to dispel that myth. We need to shed light into that sphere, because even they have a lot of blind followers. So I think the challenge lies within. It's nowhere outside.
चैलेंजेस ऐसा कभी सोचा नहीं मैंने, बिकॉज जब भी कोई पर्टिकुलर टास्क या पर्टिकुलर एक्टिविटी मैं लेती थी तो इट वाज लाइक फॉर मी कि मुझे ये करना है क्योंकि मुझे पसंद है करना. सो जब भी मैंने इस फील्ड में जब मैं आई, तो मैं एक फील्ड में आ रही हूँ ऐसे नहीं आई. इट वाज लाइक आई ऑलवेज फेल्ट कनेक्टेड टू दिस. दैट इज़ वाई आई एम हियर टुडे. सो देर वॉज नेवर अ चैलेंज एज सच. एंड अगर कुछ होता भी है तो बात करके या समझ के, यू नो, दीज थिंग्स हेल्प्ड. सो चैलेंजेस करके कोई वर्ड एज सच मैंने कभी मेरे पर्टिकुलर जर्नी में इसको कभी रेज नहीं किया. एंड आई हैव ऑलवेज बीन सपोर्टेड. लाइक मेरी फैमिली ने मुझे हमेशा अंडरस्टैंड किया इस चीज़ के लिए कि मैं क्या कर रही हूँ. एंड सो फॉर माई लाइफ पार्टनर हु केम लेटर, एवरी वन वर इन दिस कि हाँ अपूर्वा ये करती है या अपूर्वा इस फील्ड में है, तो दे हैव ऑलवेज हेल्प्ड मी. कभी ये नहीं बोला कि तुम ये मत करो या तुम ये क्या कर रही हो. सो वो एक फेथ हमेशा रहा है, बाय गॉड्स ग्रेस वो फेथ हमेशा रहा है कि कोई क्वेश्चन नहीं किया. एंड ये जर्नी में अगर आना है तो मैंने दूसरों के चैलेंजेस ज़रूर देखे हैं एंड वो चैलेंजेस को समझने की कोशिश की है कि वो ऐसे अगर यू नो से फॉर एग्जांपल सरबजीत है तो उनके यहाँ पे जो चैलेंजेस हुए थे, क्योंकि उन्होंने काफ़ी यंग एज में ये स्टार्ट किया था, तो मैं कहीं और खड़ी थी एक नज़रिए में व्हेन आई वाज लुकिंग एट हिज जर्नी व्हेन ही केम. एंड दैट टाइम आई यूज्ड टू फील कि इनको कितने चैलेंजेस है. then me as a third person seeing his challenges, and then we learn things in this journey. Life is a journey for me and हम लोग इसमें काफ़ी सीखते जा रहे हैं. इट इज़ नॉट दैट कि हम एक चैलेंज को पकड़ के बैठे हैं. सो it is a collective growth. It is not a single person's growth, and that is why this this organization always helps me grow and grow and grow.
Challenges a lot actually, considering फ्रॉम वेयर वी स्टार्टेड, जहाँ से हमने शुरू किया, या फिर उससे भी पहले से एज अ जर्नी, वी वेर इन अ वे क्वाइट फॉर्चुनेट कि हमको चैलेंजेस काफ़ी अर्ली इन द स्टेज दे दिया गया. इट वॉज लाइक द यूनिवर्सेस वे के अभी ले लो ताकि सीख के तुम यूज़ कर सकते हो. लॉट ऑफ चैलेंजेस स्टार्टिंग फ्रॉम फिगरिंग आउट कि ये करना चाहिए नहीं करना चाहिए, टू बिकॉज इट्स अ big decision to be full time into this, to go against so many people, to go against their traditional beliefs, to go against a conditional mind, to start from your own family, घर या फिर otherwise relatives and all, जिनको बार बार समझाना पड़ता है कि क्या कर रहे हो क्या नहीं कर रहे हो. It's and there are other challenges which अगर बात करेंगे तो this entire video will be about challenges only, but है काफ़ी challenges थे. And as the legal team went into so many challenges, I know. जब registration हो रहा था, Pooja went through so many challenges, I know. I went through so many of these, I know. जब शुरुआत हो रही थी, and then in due course of time there were challenges regarding how do we start, because तब तो I think I was in college and Pooja had her own stuff, and हम लोग सोचे थे कि we need the right kind of people, and finding that is also a challenge because not everyone will relate to what we do. उसके चक्कर में क्या होता है कि we get limited people, and उससे भी कुछ restrictions भी हो जाते हैं कि अभी let's say कोई different area में आता है to investigate, and तब क्योंकि neither we had any financial sources to spend and travel and investigate, वो challenge था कि how do we help out people, and that taught us how we can help some out right now online, even though हम लोग इंडिया में बैठे हैं. We have got our clients in UK and the US and other places, and we know कि अच्छा हाँ online there are certain things we can do, they can do, and mutually we can solve their cases, जो कि तब नहीं पता. सो दैट वाज चैलेंज. सो वो हमको वो सिखा दिया कि हम लोग ऑनलाइन भी हेल्प कर सकते हैं कुछ लोगों के कुछ केसेस में. एंड आई थिंक मोटा मोटी वही है कि अल्टीमेटली सारे चैलेंजेस जो थे, सारे डिफिकल्टीज जो थे, फ्रॉम मनी टू ट्रैवलिंग टू स्पेंडिंग, एंड वो दिमाग में भी आता है ना कि लाइक इज इट वर्थ स्पेंडिंग on a cause like this at that stage, क्योंकि like I said I was in college and Pooja had her own thing, everyone had their own thing, and everyone had to leave certain aspects of their life, their time and everything, and they had to commit to this. तो वो एक internal challenge था, and I think Pooja, Apurva, Saibu for that matter, and now Akshay Bhaiya too, I think we all have dealt with our own demons to reach where we are right now, and like I said, those challenges have only taught us to be where we are right now. I think अगर वो challenge नहीं होता, had it been a smooth selling, and हम constantly बात भी करते रहते हैं कि यार अगर US में होता है ना ये प्रॉब्लम होती ही नहीं, US में होता है ना ये प्रॉब्लम होती नहीं, from finding permission to investigate a place, to getting sponsors for event, to getting sponsor for traveling, to spending money, and to not having enough people to even recover from events. We have done that all, and because of those things, I think right now we are at a stage we can decide कि अच्छा ये कैसे करें तो हम ये achieve कर सकते हैं. It's for everyone, I think it's for every case, but yeah, this is our case.
Challenges की लिस्ट अगर मैंने रख दी तो बहुत सारे थे, and they are still there, but I think initial days में it began with right from getting outcasted to extreme judgment, to extreme hatred, to humiliation, to so much that I mean it was very very difficult. But I think now after traveling, not exactly traveling, but after, I'm not getting the right word here, मतलब कि जो भी जर्नी हमने अभी तक करी है, एंड जो पॉइंट पर हम आए हैं, व्हेन आई लुक बैक, आई थिंक वी हैव लर्नड अ लॉट, ग्रोन अ लॉट. तो अब जब उस किस्म के चैलेंजेस आते हैं, वी एग्जैक्टली नो हाउ टू डील विद इट. बट या नाउ दैट वी आर, आई मीन द फेज दैट वी आर इन, इसमें नए चैलेंजेस हैं, सो चैलेंजेस नेवर स्टॉप. But yeah, it's helping us grow. It's helping us be better people. I have grown a lot as a person, and as a team, I think we are growing. So yeah, that's it.
Why are these subscribers important?
Why are the subscribers important? सबसे पहले तो आई मीन वेरी ऑनेस्टली मुझे नहीं सब्सक्राइबर्स वर्ड अच्छा लगता वहाँ पर. इनफैक्ट लाइक यू नो जब वो इवन जब वो सब्सक्राइबर लिखा हुआ आता है, I feel like, especially for us, you know, maybe something like a badass soul family or something, but it's something that's our tribe, it's a soul family, and it's very deeply connected to us. And now why are they important is because yehi wo log hain who are actually understanding what we are doing, who's able to actually see what we are trying to do. नहीं तो हम तो आधा टाइम इसी में लग गया to you know just to explain what we are trying to do. अगर हम बोलते हैं that you know that we are trying to spread light into darkness, I think लोग ऐसा सुनते थे that we are trying to spread more darkness. But these are the people who are exactly understanding what we are trying to do and are able to connect to us. And the kind of love and support that we are getting from them, वो जो पहले के ब्रूजेस थे ना, ये लोग अब मेरे ख्याल से उस पे मलहम लगा रहे हैं, वेरी ऑनेस्टली, बिकॉज एवरी कमेंट दैट वी गेट दैट इज पॉजिटिव हील्स द पास्ट पेन. You know, so they are very important, and thank you so much to all the subscribers, and we really feel connected to you all. And special thanks to Anima, because these are the ones who, like, you know, they just came on board and they were like that, you know, हमें कुछ करना है, we want to. So every post that they make, every comment that they do, every share that they do matters a lot. So yeah, they are very important.
बहुत इम्पॉर्टेंट है. आई थिंक इट्स अ कम्युनिटी. आई रिफ्यूज टू कॉल देम फैंस और सब्सक्राइबर्स जस्ट लाइक दैट. मुझे तो ऐसा लगता है कि ये हमारी कम्युनिटी है, एक फैमिली बन रही है. एंड जितनी बड़ी फैमिली उतना और मज़ा. द मोर द मेरियर बोलते हैं. सो दे आर वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू अस बिकॉज गॉड नोज ऐसा क्या उनमें से कौन उभर के हमको कुछ सिखाए. वी कैन नॉट बी थिंकिंग दैट हम ही दिग्गज हैं इस फील्ड में, प्रोफेशन में, हमको सब कुछ पता है, दुनिया का पूरा सारा ज्ञान हमारे अंदर है और हम उसको डिस्पेल कर रहे हैं. हाँ, वी स्टार्टेड बिफोर देयर, वी स्टार्टेड थिंकिंग बिफोर देयर. अपनी एज भी कहाँ तो आ गई है, वेरन वी आर डिस्पेलिंग दिस myths from a long time, we are doing these things from a long time, but you never know, someday or the other even these newbies who are there, or probably some people who are doing it from a long time also might come up with some of the other truth. So every new follower, every new person added to the family is an asset.
Well, they are important right now because when we started off, the whole idea was to bring light into darkness. अभी भी वही है कि जो सुपरस्टिशंस हैं, जो बिलीव्स हैं, जो कंडीशनल बिलीव्स हैं स्पेशली, या फिर जो मिथ्स हैं जो लोग अभी भी फॉलो करते हैं, उनको तोड़ना था, उनको हटाना था, डर भगाना था लोगों का. एंड अल्टीमेटली राइट नाउ विथ सो मेनी ऑफ द सब्सक्राइबर्स, जो कि मैं इमेजिन भी नहीं कर सकता हूँ, it feels like we have successfully to some extent created a community जिधर हम बात कर सकते हैं कि क्या है पैरानॉर्मल, कैसे डील किया जाए, क्या नहीं है, क्या असलियत है, किसको डिबंक किया जाए, किसको नहीं किया जाए, द लिमिटेशंस एंड द लाइंस टू क्रॉस एंड नॉट टू क्रॉस, वो सब हम अभी शेयर करते हैं. एंड पीपल, दीज सब्सक्राइबर्स आर द पीपल जो सीखते हैं एंड जाके अपने घर वालों को बताते हैं. एंड इट काइंड ऑफ क्रिएट्स दिस चेन रिएक्शन लाइक अ बटरफ्लाई इफेक्ट कि अभी हम कर रहे हैं तो समवन सीज एंड वो करता है. एज अ रिजल्ट इट क्रिएट्स अ रिपल इफेक्ट अराउंड द ग्लोब वेयर पीपल आर वर्किंग ऑन देयर फियर्स. एंड व्हाई द सब्सक्राइबर्स आर इम्पॉर्टेंट, अगेन टू आंसर or to add, is these subscribers are the reason why I think we also upgraded from just putting investigation videos to kind of finding different ways to cater to their interest, answer their queries and still be grounded enough to stick to the reason why we started. And जैसे कि अभी हम पॉडकास्ट भी करते हैं, होल आइडिया वाज कि लोग हर एक केस में बिलीव कर रहे थे, हर एक केस में बोल रहे थे अरे ये तो पैरानॉर्मल है, अरे ये तो पैरानॉर्मल नहीं है. हमने सोचा व्हाई नॉट गिव देम द बेस, द नॉलेज टू अंडरस्टैंड कि अगर पैरानॉर्मल नहीं है तो कैसे समझेगा आपको, अगर पैरानॉर्मल है तो कैसे समझेगा आपको, अगर साइकोलॉजिकल है तो कैसे समझेगा आपको. सो वो अभी हम कर रहे हैं थ्रू द पॉडकास्ट. बहुत लोगों के क्वेश्चन होते थे कि आप काले कपड़े क्यों पहनते हो, काले चश्मे क्यों पहनते हो, एंड पीपल स्टार्ट अज्यूमिंग कि अरे नहीं उनका ना कुछ तो होगा शायद सुपरस्टिशियस बिलीव और दैट शायद मे बी ब्लैक रिपल्स नेगेटिविटी और वट एवर उनका रीज़न था. तो नाउ अभी हम अपने Q&A में बोल सकते हैं कि नहीं, इट्स बिकॉज वी लव ब्लैक कलर इन क्लोथ्स एंड अच्छे दिखते हैं आई थिंक. And so we wear those colors and dark colors, and ऐसा नहीं है, we wear other colors too जो कि आप नहीं देखते हो because it's not social media में सब कुछ नहीं डाला जाता है and it's a truth. And it's because of these subscribers only कि now we know how to send our message to different corners of the world. We have so many of these people जो हमको personally DM करते हैं, बताते हैं कि सर अभी हमने ना ये debunk कर दिया because we were seeing your podcast, और हमने ना ये बोला कि ये पैरानॉर्मल नहीं है क्योंकि हमको पता था कि आपने जो पॉइंटर्स बोले थे वो ये ना टिक नहीं कर रहा था. सो राइट नाउ आई थिंक विद दिस सब्सक्राइबर्स प्लान इज टू क्रिएट दिस ह्यूज कम्युनिटी एंड कीप स्प्रेडिंग, एंड दिस पीपल आर द रीजन, द सपोर्ट, इन्हीं का सपोर्ट, इन्हीं का अनकंडीशनल लव इज what has brought us to where we are right now, is helping us in taking steps or making things do जो कि हमने पहले कभी सोचा भी नहीं था. And yeah, all credits to the subscribers. Nothing. This channel is nothing without these people.
What is the best part of this journey for you?
Best part is learning. I think as an individual, it has brought me to a stage जो कि शायद मैं यहाँ पे नहीं होता तो शायद कहीं पे तो कुछ तो गंदा सा कुछ कर रहा होता. Not necessarily a very I don't know. So many of these people I meet, they say that if you had not been in this field, you would have been doing something really, I don't know. I don't want to take that name, but not very good. And somewhere if I see myself 10 years back, पहले शायद वैसा ही कुछ होता अगर पैरानॉर्मल अदरवाइज अगर पैरानॉर्मल ने मेरे को चूज़ नहीं किया होता तो, and had not kind of summoned me के get into this field and do this thing. क्योंकि जैसे ही फील्ड में एंट्री किया या फिर करवाया गया by the universe, there were so many changes, starting from meditation to research to learning to being empathetic to knowing where to control your emotions to studying people to studying human beings. Both are same actually, but study other things that are in the universe and work on your intuition. So many of these things which I think makes me what I am right now. And so many of these comments I see, अरे सर्वा भाई ऐसा करते हैं वैसा करते हैं, he's so cool and all. I think it's not, अगर नहीं किए होते, पापड़ नहीं बेले होते तो नहीं पहुँचे होते. And this is not something that we fake or the individuals you see on the screen. We are not playing a character. It's us only. This is how we are in real life as well. If you are seeing us roasting a spirit in a haunted location, that's actually who we are. It's not for the video. It's not for the channel. It's not for that people are liking it. It's because that's how I am. That's how we are. So there is no, क्या बताऊँ, मास्क नहीं है कुछ. हम वैसे ही हैं. अगर हम वीडियो में बता रहे हैं कि अरे यार भूख लग रही है तो एक्चुअली भूख लग रही है. It's not because we want to make fun of the entity or that we want to end a video. It's because actually भूख लग रही है. And to be this confident on camera and in front of people and so many of these life skills, I think अगर पैरानॉर्मल फील्ड में नहीं आया होता तो शायद सीखने भी नहीं मिला होता and नहीं होते आज हम यहाँ पे. So I think the best part of this journey is the goal we are working for, which is like an indefinite period के लिए है वो, but it's still the goal that excites me as an individual and that's where I'm working towards.
Best part of this journey itself, I mean, I think what I love that we are finally aligned to what we came here for. मतलब we have aligned to our mission for this life. क्योंकि me as a person, very honestly, I spent years with that feeling कि मुझे कुछ करना है, मुझे कुछ करना है, मुझे कुछ करना है. मैंने इतनी सारी चीज़ें की right from being a teacher because I felt probably I love spreading knowledge and I love children and शायद that is what's more fulfilling, but I love doing it, but still मुझे वो एक लगता था that there is some void in me, that's something more I need to do. Then I started exploring my my hobbies. I loved to dance, so I thought maybe there's some calling there. So मैंने dance में step लिया. I became a Zumba instructor. I became a choreographer. But still वो word रहा. But when this came in, when meditations came in, when healings came in, when paranormal came in, and when I actually finally anchored myself there, I was like, no, this is it. This is where I'm supposed to be. Best part भी अगर मैं बताना चाहूँ तो right from helping one stuck soul find light brings that happiness in me. That's my best moment. Helping any one person heal or find themselves or that peace within themselves or whatever, that is the best moment for me. So anything that is, and I think there are so many moments that I can't pinpoint what is the best moment, but all these things are just bringing me joy that is making me more fulfilled. So it's just like, it's the best journey.
That the following is growing. That's the best part, and more people have seen the truth. And पहले जैसे कि हमको बोला सूट बूट वाला तांत्रिक बोला करते थे, and people used to think that what we are doing is not real. ऐसी कौन सी मजबूरी आई थी कि आप ये सब कर रहे हो और दूसरा कोई प्रोफेशन था नहीं क्या? एंड वी यूज्ड टू ऑलवेज टेल देम दैट ये अपना वोकेशन है, अगर हम ये नहीं करेंगे तो दूसरा कुछ भी करेंगे तो शायद से हम खुश नहीं रह पाएंगे. शायद पैसा ज़्यादा हो बट देन आफ्टरवर्स खुशी नहीं रहेगी. तो राइट नाउ द हैप्पीनेस इज दैट द फॉलोअर्स आर इंक्रीजिंग एंड दे आर सीइंग व्हाट वी आर डूइंग is true, and even they are experiencing that. And every time somebody DMs us or somebody approaches us and says, you know what, ये मेरे साथ भी हुआ, मुझे भी ऐसा नजर आया, and it is such an endearing part of the journey that so many people are getting added to it.
Best part of this journey is कि it is going to not have a particular end, because for me this is life's journey, and till the time my soul is there, this journey is always going to be on. So there is no definite certain end कि यहाँ पे ये जाके end होने वाला है. It is every day growing journey, and every day growing journey में हम इतने जन के पास रीच हुए हैं कि अब ऐसे लगता है कि अब और अच्छा कुछ करना है या और अच्छा चीज़ें आएगी करने, एंड हमें और कुछ डिलीवर करना है ये फील्ड में लोगों को, कि जैसे पूजा दी है, सर्वजीत है, सावियो है, एंड हम और अदर मेंबर्स हैं जो इसको हेल्प कर रहे हैं ग्रो करने में फ्रॉम द पैरानॉर्मल एंड पैरासाइकोलॉजी एस्पेक्ट. जो सवाल लोग पूछते हैं, जो मदद उनको चाहिए, जो मदद चाहिए वो डे टू डे लाइफ की मदद है. इट इज़ नॉट पर्टिकुलरली कि उनको किसी पर्टिकुलर फील्ड में जॉब में प्रॉब्लम है या रिलेशन में प्रॉब्लम है. उन चीज़ों के पीछे जो अंडरलाइनिंग चीज़ें हैं उनकी प्रॉब्लम्स हैं, एंड उनका जब सोल्यूशन देना है, दैट टाइम देयर इज़ नो डिग्री और यूनिवर्सिटी दैट विल गिव यू. दैट इज़ अ लाइफ लेसन्स विच मेंटर्स थ्रू देयर एक्सपीरियंस, थ्रू देयर हायर गाइडेंस, थ्रू द डाउनलोड्स दे रिसीव, उससे ही होएगा. एंड तब जाके आर एक्साइटमेंट इज़ कि आई एम गोइंग टू बी अ पार्ट ऑफ इट, एंड दैट इज़ वेयर इट्स लाइक माई लाइफ जर्नी इज़ टू हेल्प दीज सोल्स along with my organization.
Have you ever regretted committing to a work like this?
Never. Never. Because whenever, I think I'm very proud to say that never ever I took a break, because I was always there. Because I always wanted to be there. Because ये काम मुझे पसंद है. It was in my way early in my college days. ये question मुझे हमेशा होता था. Not only college, but when my journey started, when I used to travel by train and I used to stand at that door, I used to always wonder कि मैं कहाँ हूँ and मैं ये ट्रेन से क्यों ट्रैवल कर रही हूँ, and ये limitless infinite universe में मैं एक ट्रेन में खड़ी हूँ. I used to always envision myself that way, and what is my life purpose was always there with me. So when I met these souls who are there for my highest journey and benefits and growth in this life, I will never regret being part of this family or being part of this purpose. Because if my soul is getting its purpose, why will I ever regret that?
You were a non-believer and now you are one of the recent members who has directly included in the core team. What was your journey and what made you take this decision?
Basically, I know Pooja Di and Sarba from 2016. So even my partner, like I know her since the school time. So she was the part of this family, and at that time I was like, this field is totally different and new for me. So वहाँ कहीं तो like मुझे मतलब yes, I was total non-believer in that field, but एक था कि लाइक ओपन माइंड मैंने रखा कि जहाँ पे लाइक ओपननेस की क्या हो सकता है ये फील्ड, मतलब मैं थोड़ा उसके अंदर अगर जाके लाइक वो फील्ड को एक्सप्लोर करूँ एंड थोड़ा अगर नॉलेज लेने में क्या है. सो वो चीज़ लाइक मेरे में थी. एंड फ्रॉम 2016 टिल 2023 like I am member of this family in this 2003 this year. So I was open to this field and कहीं पे लाइक मुझे ऐसा तो इतना टाइम मुझे लगा ये फील्ड के लाइक एक्सप्लोर करने में. वो चीज़ है लाइक मैं उस दिन से लाइक आज तक लाइक 2023 तक. सो जहाँ पे मुझे लाइक कंफर्म हुआ कि हाँ दिस फील्ड इज़ बेनिफिशियल फॉर मी, तो तब जाके लाइक आई गिवन माई येस टू द टीम कि येस आई एम रेडी टू जॉइन एंड नाउ आई एम रेडी टू एक्सप्लोर दिस फील्ड एंड टू gather new things and to get the new challenges.
How have you been managing your family, work, and this?
I think my family has been very cooperative with me. Earlier, I mean, my late mom and dad also, they also have been very cooperative because they saw, okay, चिंता किसको नहीं होती है कि आप कोई हॉन्टेड लोकेशन पे जा रहे हो, कुछ होगा नहीं होगा. वो तो फिर लेकिन एक ड्राइवर का माता पिता को भी वही चिंता होती रहेगी कि मेरा बेटा ड्राइविंग कर रहा है, कहीं कुछ एक्सीडेंट ना हो. और एनी प्रोफेशन फॉर दैट मैटर चिंता तो होगी भाई. फ्लाइट से जा रहे हो, कुछ आराम से जाओ, पहुँचते ही चिट्ठी तार लिखना या कॉल करना, मैसेज भेजना. तो दे हैड दैट इन देम. चिंता तो होती थी, बट उनको ये पता था कि अगर सैवियो कहीं जा रहा है तो सैवियो किसी और के संगत में बिगड़ेगा नहीं, वो शायद से बूंदों को बिगाड़ के आएगा. तो उतना उनको कॉन्फिडेंस था. एंड इवन नाउ ऑल्सो आई मीन वो तो नहीं रहे, बट नाउ माई वाइफ इज़ अ वेरी स्ट्रॉन्ग पिलर ऑफ सपोर्ट फॉर मी. एंड इवन माई डॉटर नोज एग्जैक्टली वॉट आई डू. अभी वो भी मेरे वीडियोज़, वो 8 साल की है लेकिन वो भी अभी हमारे वीडियोज सब देखती है. एंड आई गेट अ लॉट ऑफ सपोर्ट. शी आस्क अ लॉट ऑफ क्वेश्चंस कि ये कैसा है, what is Pooja auntie doing? Are these ghosts coming and talking in Pooja auntie's ears? And she wants to know more about it, and she accepts everything that I tell her. So that is a good part of the journey. So I don't think I have to struggle too much on that count when it comes to beliefs. But yes, work life और family life को balance करना कभी कभी तकलीफ में हो जाता है, बिकॉज समटाइम्स वी हैव टू गो आउट फॉर इन्वेस्टिगेशंस. वो टाइम पे बेटी को कौन स्कूल छोड़ेगा, कौन लेके आएगा, कौन पकाएगा, वो अकेली रहेगी, वो सब होता रहता है. सो इट फॉल्स बैक ओनली ऑन अ सिंगल पेरेंट, दैट इज सिनिका एट होम, माई वाइफ. सो वो कभी कभी होता है, बट देन ये चैलेंज किसके प्रोफेशन में, कौन से प्रोफेशन में नहीं होता है. सो आई थिंक सो वी आर एबल टू डू दैट.
Fortunately, this is my work. I can now, right now, I feel very proud to say that this is my work, which was not the case couple or 3 years back. And managing, I think, comes with the territory for this field. अगर आप ये फील्ड में मैनेजिंग करना नहीं आता आपको, पेशेंस रखना नहीं आता आपको, you will fail miserably. And fortunately enough, everyone in the team, they are full of patience to not just handle spirits, but to handle people for that matter. And it's been tough क्योंकि जब back in the day जब कॉलेज में था तब तो ज़्यादा सिचुएशन और भी टाइट था, because there were some shoots I was involved in, some TV shows I was involved in. And ऐसा होता था कि हम सुबह 8 बजे अगर कॉलेज है तो 8 बजे स्कूल कॉलेज जाता था, एंड कॉलेज ख़त्म होता था 4 बजे. फिर वापस आओ, तब तक गाड़ी खड़ी रहती थी घर के सामने, एंड 5 बजे गाड़ी में बैठो, देन ट्रैवल टू 400 किलोमीटर्स टू अ विलेज जहाँ पे क्लेम है ऑफ पैरानॉर्मल थिंग्स, एंड इन्वेस्टिगेट करो फॉर आई डोंट नो 2-3 आवर्स, गेट द राइट कंटेंट फॉर द शो. एंड तब तक हो जाते थे रात के 11, 11:30. आई रिमेंबर ईटिंग एट क्लाइंट्स प्लेस, नो मैटर कैसा खाना हो वही खाना पड़ता था, क्योंकि जो जगह पे हम जाते थे ना तो वहाँ पे रेस्टोरेंट होता था ना ही ढाबा होते थे. बट द क्लाइंट्स आर वेरी काइंड to make some of the best foods I have had in my life. And जब वो खाना वगैरह भी हो जाता था, घर पहुँचते पहुँचते टाइम हो जाता था 1:30, 2, कभी कभी 3 बज जाते थे. आई रिमेंबर माई पेरेंट्स वर सो एंग्री कि तू क्या करना चाहता है अपने लाइफ में, या तो तू पढ़ाई कर ले ठीक से जिसके लिए इतना पैसा खर्चा किया है, और यू डू दिस थिंग, यू हैव टू टेक अ कॉल राइट नाउ. एंड आई वाज इन अ स्टेज जहाँ पे मैं खुद श्योर नहीं था कि क्या करने का है. आई नो ये कंटिन्यू करना है, बट टू बी फुल टाइम इनटू दिस, I think I knew the risks back then. Okay, there is no career as such, there is no salary as such, there is no guarantee as such, there is no pension plan being a paranormal investigator, there is no what do you call that, travel conveyance bonuses or something like that. You don't get bonus in holidays as such. ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं था. So I think मेरे दिमाग में भी था कि क्या करना है क्या नहीं करना है, but I managed. Then सुबह उठ के फिर से कॉलेज जाने का होता था. Then in between also, I think there were meetings here in Bombay, so I had to travel to Bombay, I think once every 2 months. तब managing काफ़ी मुश्किल हो रहा था, and I was like ठीक है अभी चल रहा है. And pairs was not a big deal back then, even though we had a lot of cases to deal with. We were helping out people and the souls and investigating and सब कुछ, but it was still something के you know what के I think Pooja being here, the team being here, the head office being here and I being in Bhubaneswar, Odisha, I think manage हो रहा था. But at one point it was impossible, क्योंकि जो projects हम handle कर रहे थे, जो cases हम handle कर रहे थे, जो चीज़ें हम undertake करने वाले थे, which was kind of like a slingshot to throw us or to make us reach where we are right now. I think तब लेना पड़ा. Back in 2016, I think 2018 actually. Fortunately, there are few coincidences, and there's no coincidence I know, but few incidences जो कि universe ने plan किया and conspire किया and which kind of brought me to Bombay. उसके बाद से it's only been managing right now. Even right now too, it's super hectic in a way that we have to travel, we have to organize tours, we have to handle cases, we have to help people, we have to help the souls, we have to edit the content now, we have to figure out different ways to come up with the contents. It takes a toll, but ultimately I think वो जो subscriber number देख के मिलता है and जो प्यार जो मिलता है in the comment section and that feeling at the end of the night when I go to sleep, you know what, I do not have to answer to anyone apart from to the universe that yes, I'm on the path, yes, I'm doing what you had assigned me for, I'm trying to help out the people, I'm trying to help out the soul, and that's what gives me satisfaction. And it's not managing right now, I'm just cruising through whatever is coming right now.
Challenge. This is a challenge for me because right from, in fact, I think there are 3 things running parallelly for me. My boys and my home, they are my priority. Pairs and ghost encounters, right from investigations to recording podcasts to taking up cases, helping them, and all of this paranormal, I would say that's my mission. And the third is higher dimensions, where where lies my commitment to help others heal. I think that's my sole purpose. So each is so important for me that when I started, it was very overwhelming for me क्योंकि मुझे नहीं समझ रहा था मैं कैसे manage करूँ. Being from the background of a teacher or a choreographer, that's totally a different zone altogether. I would say it's more of a traditional setup. And now you're coming to a zone where you're in the paranormal, you're healing, you're managing your home. So I have been through phases of extreme anxiety, I have been through phases of depression, I have been through phases of panic where I felt that I need more time, more than 24 hours. I need more energy because energy work is different from physical work. This is much more tiring than what it was for me as a teacher or as a dance instructor. So it took me a lot of time to actually, wrap my head around what I've been doing. But yeah, now somewhere down the line and through all these years, I think I have learned to juggle all the 3 things and balance them out. So yeah, I think I'm much better placed out now.
Sometimes do you regret committing to something like this?
Nah, never. Never. I mean, I think now I feel more, I rather most fulfilled, and I think this is the best thing that has happened. No regrets. Never, never, never.
Nahin. I think I've answered this in the Q&A also, that I have always wanted this, and now that I'm here and there's still a long way to go, I embrace what I have. There are challenges, there will be challenges today, 10 years later, even after my physical body is not there, but it will always be there. And like I said, that's what makes us who we are. And there's not a single regret. Yes, there was one point, there was one single regret, case should I do this full time or not. And when I got into this full time, and there were some things that were happening, it did made me question कि ये full time करना चाहिए था क्या. Maybe hobby was good, and that was the only time I think. उसके बाद it has only been working towards to reach where I am, and I enjoy getting where I am right now. I am traveling the country. I'm going to some of the most beautiful places. I am meeting such amazing people. I've got people in the team who are family, and we connect so much on so much of this emotional level and intelligence level, and the way everything works out. This is what I have always wanted, to have this, soul family, which is actually a soul family and not just for Instagram's sake. And I enjoy this. I have so many of these people. My friend here is recording this, who I have known for so many of these years. We were in school together, and I think it's the only universe का plan कि universe ने उसको उठा के बॉम्बे में डाला. And in the exact same field, जो field में हम लोग constantly देख रहे थे कि यार we need a camera guy. Pooja and I were constantly in that thought कि किसको रखें. Also he comes cheaper as compared to other people, so that also kind of helps us in some way. But I think it's whatever we have achieved right now, there's not a single regret from my individual point of view.
Never. There hasn't been a single moment of regret. Even, say what I think so, 25 or 30 years ago, I was like an atheist. Usse pehle, I was a hardcore religious nut. And I've never regretted it, because every stage of the journey has taught me something new. And there hasn't been any regret. Even when I was a hardcore religious nut, at that point of time, also I knew the importance of a community. Even after that, when I was an atheist, when people just completely deserted me, because I left the institution, the religious institutions that I was following and all, and I got into spirituality. I was completely atheist at that point of time. A lot of people left me at that time. And dukh to hota hai, but then regret, पछतावा नहीं होगा, because that time you understand that who is your real kin, who is your real friend, and who is your real person who is going to support you all throughout. तो वो जो unwanted लोग हैं वो निकल जाते हैं, उनको उनकी belief मुबारक. I have no issues with whatever they want to believe. I don't want to convince them. At the same time, I was convinced by my own beliefs, by my own system, by my own God. So मैं वो belief में आ गया. So even though I was an atheist, there was nothing like that. And then afterwards, now अभी तो हम we're researching the paranormal, which people see, oh अच्छा तो फिर भगवान को छोड़ेगा तो ऐसा तो होगा ही ना, तो भूतों ने पकड़ा ही होगा. और ऐसा नहीं है, because we are dispelling so many myths. Like अपने videos अगर आप हम रोज देखेंगे तो हमें पता चलेगा कि हम कितने लॉजिकल वेज में, कितने साइंटिफिक वेज में ये सब कुछ समझा रहे हैं. सो हम जो पोजीशन पे हैं अभी, I think there is no regret. There is no regret at all, because we have reached such a advanced stage of understanding the paranormal, parapsychology, and spirituality that I mean, there is only bliss, there is only heaven over here, there is only white light over here. There is no regret at all.
How has this part of your life changed you?
A lot. I think if I am today what I am is because of what I have learned through this journey, and this journey has many people, and those people are no one but my soulmates. It starts from my parents, because my parents are someone who have open mind. By God's grace मैं ऐसे फैमिली में आई कि जहाँ पे मुझे कोई कभी जज नहीं किए कि तुम क्या कर रहे हो. My parents, my mom and my dad, they have always been a strong support to us whenever we share things to them. उन्होंने कभी हमसे ये नहीं कहा कि ये मत करो, वो मत करो. वो बोलते थे हमारे साथ शेयर करके करो. So when you are born to such parents, then you are easy to, take things and take path in your life where you can connect to that state of life which you are attracting. एंड बाय गॉड्स ग्रेस मेरी जर्नी ऐसी रही है कि पूजा दी की जो मॉम है, उनके यहाँ पे मैं बचपन से क्लासेस में आती थी, तो शी वॉज इन टू हर ओन स्पिरिचुअल जर्नी एंड हम उनसे कनेक्ट हुए. एंड दैट टाइम आई वॉज इन स्कूल व्हेन आई गॉट कनेक्टेड टू दैट. वहाँ से जो मेरा स्पिरिचुअल जर्नी स्टार्ट हुआ, दैट हैज़ नो स्टॉप नाउ. एंड द ओनली अमेजिंग थिंग आई लर्नड थ्रू पूजा दी, थ्रू हर पेरेंट्स, इज दैट you don't have to follow someone blindly. You have to find your own path by taking the best from others. And I think that's the best I have learned, that हर एक की अच्छी चीज़ें लो, जो भी स्पिरिचुअल मास्टर्स हैं उनसे भी अच्छी चीज़ें लो, बट उनसे चीज़ें लेके खुद की लाइफ में वो चीज़ कार्व करके अपना पाथ फाइंड करो. दैट इज़ वेयर आई अलाइन विथ पेयर्स, आवर टीम.
Pairs will turn 7 years this year, and over the span of all these 7 years, there are like only 4 common faces जो कि हर एक साल हर जगह पे दिखते हैं. And why only these 4? Even though we know that there have been many members and who have joined us, but they have left. But why do you think only these 4 are the most common faces all these years?
I think the founders, Pooja Di and Sabi, they have been the pillars behind the organization, because they are the ones who actually had this vision and had this passion in them, which started the foundation of our organization. I and Savio Bhaiya, who's gradually joined organization, I think we know why we are together. क्योंकि कितने सारे मेंबर्स आए गए, लेकिन वो एक जो कनेक्ट होता है टू अंडरस्टैंड कि ये ऑर्गेनाइजेशन इज़ फॉर द सोल्स ऑफ बोथ द वर्ल्ड्स. इट इज़ नॉट अबाउट अर्निंग, it is not about having a 9 to 5 job, it is not about telling or standing in front of the society कि हम कुछ कर रहे हैं. हम कर रहे हैं, लेकिन हम जो कर रहे हैं वो सबको समझ में आए ऐसा नहीं है. जिनको समझ में आएगा वो ऐसे रहेंगे जिन्होंने अपनी लाइफ में कुछ चीज़ें एक्सपीरियंस की है, एंड दैट इज़ वाई दे विल अंडरस्टैंड अस. टिल दैट टाइम आई थिंक वाई वी 4 आर टुगेदर इज़ बिकॉज we 4 have been family. We 4 know the base or the things that have undergone, on all these years to come to a level. मैंने देखा है Sabi and Pooja Di को to actually struggle and come and meet people around who understands this genre of paranormal. It has not been easy journey, because we have been there standing behind them with all the other support and help. बट एक्चुअल जो चीज़ उन्होंने अंडरगो की है वो मैं उनके साथ रहने के बाद देखी है. तो वो जो कनेक्ट होता है जब आप किसी के साथ रह के देखते हो, वो दूसरों ने एक्सपीरियंस नहीं किया. वो कभी वो कनेक्ट नहीं कर पाएंगे अगर कोई कहीं किसी और सिटी में रह रहा है, क्योंकि उनको समझ में तो आ रहा है कि हम कर क्या रहे हैं, बट उसके पीछे जो मेहनत जा रही है वो उनको कभी नहीं समझेगी. एंड ये हम जो 4 है, हमने कभी किसी चीज़ का एक्सपेक्टेशंस नहीं रखा है. वी हैव ओनली गिवन, and we try to balance it by balancing the energies of give and take, but beyond that there is nothing. There is purely work for the benefits of, or help of the worlds. And I think that is why the 4 faces are only there. And I hope and I pray that if we have amazing souls coming up, they will be such that they understand why we are together, and they understand why pairs was formed or is formed and where it has to reach.
Because probably everybody's journey is their own, right? Like after you both, Sarba and Pooja, Appu was the first person to join, right? And I was there. It was not that I was not there. I was there, but officially मैंने join नहीं किया था. I took my own time just to establish that हमारी journey एक डेस्टिनेशन एक होना चाहिए, राइट? आई वॉज डूइंग माई ओन फॉर्म ऑफ रिसर्च एंड एक्सॉर्सिज्म्स एंड माई ओन थिंग इनटू स्पिरिचुअलिटी, एंड यू गाइज वर ऑल्सो डूइंग द सेम थिंग. सो देखो, ऐसा होता है कि हमको भी अभी अपनी बेटी अगर किसी से शादी करानी है तो 10 बार सोचना पड़ता है कि वो अच्छी फैमिली में जा रही है कि नहीं जा रही है, उसको अच्छा लाइफ पार्टनर मिलेगा कि नहीं मिलेगा, राइट? सो आई टुक दैट टाइम टू डिस्कवर वेदर दिस इज द फैमिली दैट आई एम गोइंग टू लिव विथ. राइट और ऐसा नहीं है कि हमने कोई मोबाइल खरीद लिया या टीवी खरीद लिया कि वो 10 साल के बाद खराब हो तो फिर चेंज कर लो. ये एक फैमिली होती है. सो व्हेन यू गेट स्टेपिंग इनटू अ न्यू फैमिली यू हैव टू टेक दैट टाइम. सो आई टुक दैट टाइम and joined later. And because we took that time, Appu knew you from a long time. You and Sarva were aligned together. I took that time and came and said, because we took that time to know what is going around, it was not the hype and the hoopla about it that paranormal hai to chalo join kar lete hain. It was not a night camping, ghost story session to attend. We took a very conscious decision. We took our time to know who the people are behind this, and then afterwards we came together and our journeys and our paths aligned together. So whoever takes that time tries to understand and not just look us on screen and see हाँ ठीक है. जैसे कि college romances or school day romances usually don't work. Why? Because you look at that person for that only that 4 or 5 hours in a day and you make a decision that okay fine यही मेरे लिए बना हुआ है for life. So that's the reason most of these school romances or college romances don't work. आपको ये भी देखना होता है कि घर पे वो रोज़ स्नान कर रहा है कि नहीं कर रहा है, दांत घास रहा है कि नहीं घास रहा है, वो घर पे गुस्से वाला आदमी है, इज ही वॉशिंग हिज ओन प्लेट्स और नॉट, डज ही नो हाउ टू कुक और नॉट, व्हाटएवर, वो भी सब देखना होता है, राइट? तो वंस अ पर्सन इज टेकिंग दैट कॉन्शियस एफर्ट and seeing a person in all the lights, in all the weathers, in all the seasons, at that point of time that person will stay aligned. इसके लिए ये चार चेहरे हमेशा रहेंगे because we have seen each other in all seasons, in all moods. In probably we were depressed, probably we were sad at some point of time, probably we had our own what is that called, disagreements, right, when we bring it to the table and all, and we don't feel bad about it, right? So that's the reason there are only these 4 चेहरे. बाकी लोग आए और गए probably because their paths were different, निकल गए.
I believe a lot in higher callings. So probably we were those people who had this higher calling or a similar higher calling. लेकिन at the same time I believe a lot even in soul contracts. तो there is probably हम लोगों ने, because we bond so well together, we are like a soul, we are a soul family, we probably signed these long-term soul contracts towards this mission, towards this thing that we have come here for. बीच में बहुत लोग आए, बहुत लोग गए, and even they were great people, but they didn't stick around for whatever reason. So probably they had short term soul contracts with us, where I think हमने उनसे कुछ सीखा, उन लोगों ने हमसे कुछ सीखा, और जब वो soul contract खत्म हो गया वो निकल गए. So that is why these just us, and शायद आगे जाके और लोग आएंगे and maybe this becomes bigger. I don't know, I'm just going with the flow.
I think now we can also count one more person. We can be like 3 years down the line, we can again have something like this when we hit 1 million most probably, and the question will turn to why the 5 common faces you have right now, or 6, I don't know, this guy sitting behind the camera. I think it's because ultimately, and we keep on saying this, that we don't choose this field, we have no control over this field. It's the paranormal, it's the universe that decides, that counts कि अच्छा इसको होना चाहिए, इसको नहीं होना चाहिए. I constantly say this. There's so many people of different profession. Why are there only limited paranormal investigators? Of course, there are other aspects to be considered. पैसे हो गए, reach हो गया, belief हो गया, and क्या बोलते हैं उसको, understanding हो गया, बहुत कुछ चीज़ें हो गई. But एक चीज़ हमको ये भी देखना पड़ता है कि for us, for example, I think right now we are at a stage where we can take our own example. जब हमने चालू किया था हमारे पास भी there were nothing, there no resources or sources or anything as such. How to keep on investigating and create this content and get a studio like this and everything that you are seeing, the changes you are seeing. But हमने भी काम किया, हमने अपने skills grow किए, हमने जो अपने challenges थे हमने भी cross किया, सब कुछ किया. And I believe you can only do that when the universe is constantly supporting you. आप पेरेंट्स का सपोर्ट तो ज़रूरी है ही, आजू बाजू के लोगों का सपोर्ट भी ज़रूरी है, बट इफ़ द यूनिवर्स वॉन्ट्स यू नॉट टू गो इन दैट फील्ड एंड यू कीप ऑन रेजिस्टिंग इट, यू विल नेवर सी द काइंड ऑफ सक्सेस दैट वी आर एन्जॉइंग राइट नाउ. And that's why it makes us so grounded and so because we know ke whatever we are doing is because the universe wants us to and not because we want to do. जब हमको कोई केस भी आता है तो लोग बोलते हैं कि अरे यार हमने एक हफ्ते से ईमेल किया है, आपको रिप्लाई नहीं आया, कुछ नहीं आया. What they don't see is that it's not like कि आपने फोटो दिया, देखा और हमने बता दिया रीडिंग. It's not movie, it's not conjuring, it's not how it's supposed to be, or it happens. ऐसा नहीं होता है. The psychics people have to understand the psychics need to be in that state of mind. They have to tap into certain frequencies. They have to be mediums to certain frequencies, certain entities, and they may not be able to do that like instantly or every time. It's not a work कि अच्छा बुखार हुआ है तो पैरासीटामोल ले लो, because when a person approaches us, the person is looking for a full solution to the reason and not कि अच्छा ये नहीं होता है तो देने लगे फिर क्या होता है. So वो सब चीज़ें होती हैं. एंड आई बिलीव कि ये सब आप नहीं कर सकते हो अगर यूनिवर्स का सपोर्ट नहीं है, अगर यूनिवर्स नहीं चाहती है कि आप ये काम करो. इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू लिसन टू दैट कॉल, and we are happy that these 4 of us or 5 of us are still sticking, because कहीं ना कहीं जाके we are all threaded with a common link कि यही है हम लोग का mission. Even though we do different things, different backgrounds, different beliefs, different approaches to this field, but at the end of the day हम सबका mission एक ही है. We connect to that mission, and that's why we are doing this. I remember Pooja saying this, that we are not here for the fame, we are not here for the money. When we get it, we are always in gratitude and always thankful to the people, to the universe. But अगर ये सब नहीं भी होता तो आज भी हम वही करते जो हम पहले करते थे, and वही किए होते. कल को अगर मतलब आई नो नहीं होगा, पर कल को अगर लेट्स से चैनल बंद हो गया या फिर कुछ हो गई, हम फिर भी वही काम करते रहेंगे. The channel is a bonus thing to what we are doing, and the people who are with us is what matters. And it's okay अगर आपका ये फील्ड नहीं है, but knowing that is very important, क्योंकि अगर आप वो कनेक्ट नहीं कर पाओगे, आप टीम में ज़रूर आ जाओगे, आप फील्ड में ज़रूर आ जाओगे, लेकिन you won't be able to connect to a thing. And if you won't be able to connect to a thing, आप वो में मन भी नहीं लगाओगे and आप ग्रो भी नहीं कर पाओगे. And if you're not growing, you're not learning in this field, then your journey will remain incomplete, and you'll only be a liability to yourself, because you're like यार क्यों commit किया मैंने. So it's always important to know to take your time, like Savio Bhaiya did, like Akshay Bhaiya did. They took their time to understand their own self, their limitations in some way, their lessons in some way, the field in some way, and then they were like, you know what, I think we have cleared these things, I think we are done with these things, now we can get onto the field. And that's important, क्योंकि हमारे लिए भी, for Pooja and myself, and I'm sure for Apuva as well, it was years of experiences and lessons that kind of made us get the confidence कि हाँ अभी हम ये फील्ड ज्वाइन कर सकते हैं. सो वो अब टाइम ले लो, ऐसा हड़बड़ता कि हाँ हमको भी ना कैमरा के सामने आ रहा है, अभी तो 1 लाख सब्सक्राइबर्स हैं, 1 लाख सब्सक्राइबर के सामने हम लोग मज़े करेंगे, कैमरा के सामने आएंगे, हम बियर बाइसेप के पॉडकास्ट में जाएंगे, हम ये पॉडकास्ट में जाएंगे, हम एंजॉय करेंगे, हमको भी ऐसे हज़ारों में फॉलोअर्स आएंगे. अगर आप वो इंटेंशन लेके आ रहे हो, you'll never succeed, and not just in this field but in any field for that matter. And we 4 or 5 are still sticking. It's because we don't expect any of these things. In the videos, when we get the views, we are overwhelmed by the views. Even though अगर हम कोई यूट्यूबर को पूछेंगे वो बोलेगा हाँ लेकिन तुम्हारे सब्सक्राइबर के हिसाब से इतना तो तुमको मिलना चाहिए. But for us it's a huge thing. Like even crossing 50,000 views is a huge thing. And this excitement will still remain जब हम 1 million भी क्रॉस करेंगे, because this excitement was still there when we were in 5,000 subscribers. I remember every time we uploaded a video, हमको शायद पहले 24 घंटे में 100 से 200 व्यूज़ आते थे, उसमें भी हम खुश हो जाते थे. I remember Pooja and I and Savio Bhaiya, we all were like अरे यार you know what, कितना मिला, 200 व्यूज़, and उसमें 10 कमेंट्स भी आए हैं. And now we are getting 20,000, 35,000, 50,000 views and almost 1,000 comments and 5,000 likes. The excitement is still the same. It's not के अरे हाँ ये तो पता ही था. I don't know पता ही था या नहीं था, but whatever it is, the feeling is always fresh. It will remain fresh, and वो ना बचपना सब में है. We can be mature in the situations जब situation demand करता है, and we can be childish and like people say me assholeish in some way when the situation is needing, or when we want to be. and that's just a sign that we are in control of what we are doing, and that's what connects us. When people come for these tours, I think they see us as a family only then. तो आपको टूर में आना पड़ेगा, someone who are wondering कि ये लोग कैसे हैं. Was there any kind of like challenges in your mind कि you know कि like should I join, will I be able to commit my time to it, or like मैं time दे पाऊंगा क्योंकि you already are doing something as a job and now you are committed to this, like did it take some time to convince yourself?
टाइम लगा मुझे ये फील्ड मतलब एक्सप्लोर करने में, एंड टू नो लाइक उसमें हमें कितना बेनिफिट होने वाला है. एंड ऑब्वियसली लाइक पीपल डोंट नो कि ये फील्ड इतना लाइक एक पर्सन को बेनिफिट करता है. लाइक मेडिटेशंस आर देयर, हीलिंग्स आर देयर, एंड somewhere as per my knowledge people are facing this kind of experiences in their life, but they don't know how to like what is exactly this field, और जो उनको एक्सपीरियंस हो रहा है वो एग्जैक्टली क्या है. जब भी लाइक मतलब मेरे इवन फ्रेंड्स के साथ मैंने डिस्कस किया ये सब, तो उसमें लाइक दे नो कि अच्छा हाँ ये है करके ये चीज़. सो ये तो लाइक मैं बचपन से फेस कर रहा हूँ करके, अच्छा इसका एक्सप्लेनेशन ये होता है. सो इट इज़ लाइक इतने साल मुझे ये सब लगे. सो it is like I am having now proper knowledge behind of this field ki where I am ready to face the new challenges in this field.
So being the founder, your aim was to is also to spread the light into darkness and burst the myths and superstitions. How far do you think you have succeeded in?
अभी तो शुरुआत हुई है. बिकॉज अभी तक तो जैसे मैंने बताया कि यही एक्सप्लेन करने में लग गया कि हम करना क्या चाह रहे हैं. अभी तक यही लग रहा था दैट यू नो दैट वी आर, लोगों को यही लगता था दैट वी आर स्प्रेडिंग फियर, वी आर स्प्रेडिंग डार्कनेस. बट ये कोई नहीं समझ पा रहा था दैट इट्स ओनली थ्रू दिस डार्कनेस दैट यू कैन फाइंड द लाइट. It's I would say it is you know the creation, the darkness of creation. Whether you know कुछ भी अगर आपको create करना हो, even if you want to create something that is beautiful, something that is magical, it has to go through darkness. And अगर मैं example दूँ, you know, even like a fetus has to go through the darkness in the womb. Even a seed has to go through darkness deep inside the earth. So we had that time of darkness, of challenges, this, that, but we are finally seeing the light. And अब हमारा काम actually शुरू हुआ है of spreading light into darkness.
I think the number 1 lakh kind of represents our success in some way, to some degree actually. क्योंकि चेंजेस तो हमने तभी देखना चालू कर दिया था. एंड जैसे मैंने बताया कि रिपल इफेक्ट हमेशा होता है, बटरफ्लाई इफेक्ट हमेशा होता है. जब हमने चालू किया इन 2016, पूजा एंड आई वर एट द एयरपोर्ट, बॉम्बे एयरपोर्ट, एंड वी टुक द कॉल के पेयर्स करके कुछ चालू करना है. आई थिंक तभी से ही चालू हो गया, बिकॉज उसके बाद द थिंग स्टार्टेड हैपनिंग एंड अनफोल्डिंग एंड वी वर सीइंग पीपल चेंजिंग द पर्सपेक्टिव. आई रिमेंबर जब बैक इन द डे वी वर डूइंग दिस छोटा सा टीवी शो, there were people calling from villages and places जहाँ पे इंटरनेट भी हार्डली जाता है. कोई तो केबल में उन्होंने देखा एंड वो ऐसे बताते हैं कि सर हमारे घर में ना कुछ चीज़ें हो रही, आप अगर आके थोड़ा सा इन्वेस्टिगेट कर लो तो हमको समझ आएगा कि हम हेलुसिनेट कर रहे हैं या फिर असली में कुछ है. सो दिस कमिंग फ्रॉम अ रूरल पार्ट ऑफ द कंट्री, जिसका मतलब इतना रूरल है कि वो मैप में भी आप पॉइंट नहीं कर पाओगे, गिव अस दैट वैलिडेशन कि नहीं हम ना सही कर रहे हैं. And I think that was the beginning of us trying to open up this world for the people to understand and get over their fear and the spirits to have a place or a medium where they can get help from us. And again after reaching 100K अभी तो और भी ज़्यादा validation है कि नहीं हम लोग सही कर रहे हैं, सही रास्ते पे हैं. Because when we see these comments in the investigation video कि हमको अभी डर नहीं लगता, we are enjoying paranormal, we are now questioning things. This is what we wanted. I don't remember meeting people, of course होता होगा, but मैं ऐसा personally लोगों से नहीं मिलता था जो बोलते थे कि अरे यार ये ना पैरानॉर्मल में ना वाइट साड़ी ही भूत होती है. Now they know white sari thing is a crap. They know what is real. They know what is not real. Of course, it's a long way to go, and it will take a lot of time to reach a lot of people. But it's an ongoing process, and I think success is also like an ongoing process. It's not like you reach a goal, because when we put it like कि अच्छा वहाँ पे हमको पहुँचना है, वहाँ पहुँचने के बाद फिर क्या? But for us, there is no वहाँ पे पहुँचना है. It's an ongoing thing forever. अभी हम कर रहे हैं, कल के बाद हमारे जो डिसेंडेंट्स होंगे, जो कुछ भी होंगे इन द पेयर्स फैमिली, दे विल कंटिन्यू. इट्स अ थिंग दैट वी हैव बिगन टुगेदर फॉर श्योर, बट इट विल बी समथिंग दैट विल बी कंटिन्यूड फॉर centuries to come.
This hectic schedule that you have, do you think it will ever end?
I don't want it to end. Seriously, I don't want to end. जितना ज़्यादा इन्वेस्टिगेशंस करेंगे, जितने ज़्यादा हम रिसर्च करेंगे, डॉक्यूमेंटिंग ऑल दैट, एंड आई थिंक दुनिया कम पड़ जाएगी. बट देन आफ्टरवर्ड्स देर आर सो मेनी स्पॉट्स टू इन्वेस्टिगेट. स्टिल go and learn something more about this whole world. Universe कम पड़ जाएगा यार. तो I don't think so. I mean, nah.
It's just increasing more. Because मतलब पहले you know the graph ऐसे ही जा रहा है. वो hectic जो भी schedule है वो कम या फिर balance नहीं, वो ऊपर की तरफ ही जा रहा है. But I think the best part is that not just me but we all are enjoying it. Because this is something that we signed up for, right? We consciously stepped into it. And even like, I think that even reminds me, you asked me about hurdles and challenges. There is one thing that comes to me, that when Sarvajit and I, हम लोग दोनों जब डिसाइड किए दैट हमें ये एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन फॉर्म करनी है, हमें इसमें फॉर्मली अंदर घुसना है इस फील्ड में, एंड वी हैड अ ह्यूज मिशन एंड वी हैड अ ह्यूज विजन. वी वर वेरी कॉन्शियस ऑफ व्हाट वी आर स्टेपिंग इनटू. वी कॉन्शियसली स्टेप्ड इनटू नोइंग दैट हमें चैलेंजेस होंगे, बिकॉज वी वर गोइंग अगेंस्ट द टाइड. We knew hurdles होंगे, we knew बहुत कुछ होने वाला है, but we consciously signed up for it. And so भले वो hectic schedule हो या जो भी हो, we were very aware of what we are signing up for, challenges, schedule, ये वो. So I think we are just enjoying every bit.
No, I think that other day someone even Instagram पे भी ये question किसी ने पूछा था, and I said कि this work is not going to end even after I'm dead, because my soul will have some work that will be assigned for sure. The hectic life schedule that we have is I don't want it to end in some ways, because like I said, as of now I'm enjoying it. I'm loving every aspect of it. I'm loving the food I'm tasting, the things I'm getting to see, the people I'm getting to meet, the spirits we are encountering, the places we are seeing, and the journey. And कैसा होता है ना कि like when you are doing all these things, सिर्फ आपका journey आपके सामने unfold नहीं होता, you are seeing other people too who are changing right in front of you, who are evolving in front of you. I've seen Pooja personally evolve from one person to the person she is right now. I've seen Saiva Bhaiya evolve, apart from his hair, evolve from one person to the other to the person he is right now. I've seen Apurva change from this empathetic and quite sensitive person to the person she is right now. And simultaneously, because Akshay Bhaiya too is with Apurva, and I've seen him too change from a non-believer to a believer, and now helping us in our mission of bringing light into darkness. All these things is only possible because of the hectic schedule we have. I know sometimes the human body gives up, because human body has its limitation कि यार अभी हो गया 14 घंटे से editing a video, maybe you should take a rest. But I believe and I stay in present so much कि मैं ये मानता हूँ कि क्योंकि अभी right now मेरे में वो आ गए, so I can edit right now. Maybe something will happen to me in 2, 3 years or 5 years down the line. I may not be able to edit so fast or so many things at a time. So maybe I put in the work I can do right now. So I'm very present like that, and एक moment में रहता हूँ, and even if it's quite hectic. For example, this Amboli investigation video that we uploaded, it took me 14 hours to edit because we had few timelines to cross. But at the end of the day, when I see these views and the good comments from the team members, I think it just only makes me say, सही किया ना काम करके, बस वो है. And I am enjoying the schedule right now.
You have 100k people who have subscribed to the channel. How will it affect the content? Important is, will it affect the content?
I think this is a question for Sarva to answer mostly, because we have been doing this from a long time. And even when we had 0 subscribers, we didn't even have a YouTube channel. We have been going to places and doing our work, exorcisms and research. पहले से ही करते आ रहे हैं. Then suddenly we thought, okay, fine, एक काम करते हैं, YouTube channel खोल ही देते हैं. Who knows? God knows. I mean, people will see that, will like us or will might not like us. I mean, it's all right. And slowly and steadily, I mean, we've been still doing the same thing that we have been doing. We're going and investigating everywhere. I'm still performing exorcisms in a different way, in a different light. And right now we've added so many new segments to whatever we're doing, like a 2-minute Thursdays and podcasts and dissections. I mean, we're talking about the Q&A rounds and all those things. Probably there'll be a lot of things more added to it. And in that direction, probably if somebody comes up with a wonderful idea, like Sarva came up with a wonderful idea of after we hit 100k, आगे का क्या होने वाला है, and I'd not like to give that announcement right now over here. We'll wait for it. That is something exciting that is waiting for us. Content-wise, I think we're going to do the same work all the time. There's probably, I mean, if Sarva comes up with something new, some new way to investigate things, we'll rack our brains and we'll do that. I think content-wise, it's there. It's there. शायद नए कैमराज आ जाएंगे, शायद से नए क्लैरिटी हो जाएगी, शायद से क्वालिटी बढ़ जाएगी, बट काम तो वही है ना.
बहुत ऑनेस्ट बता रही हूँ, मुझे कंटेंट का कंसेप्ट कभी समझ में ही नहीं आया. आई एम वेरी ऑनेस्टली टेलिंग दिस. सो दिस मे साउंड लाइक एन ओल्ड स्कूल, बट दिस इज हाउ आई एम. क्योंकि अगर हम सपोज इन्वेस्टिगेशन कर रहे हैं, आई एम सो मच एनग्रॉस्ड इन दैट कि वो कैमरा एंगल कहाँ पर है, कि मैंने क्या कपड़े पहने हैं, कि मेरे बाल कहाँ हैं, मुझे कुछ नहीं समझ में आता, बिकॉज आई एम जस्ट टोटली इन टू इट एंड आई एम डूइंग माई जॉब एट दैट टाइम. और वेदर इट इज़ रिकॉर्डिंग अ पॉडकास्ट और वेदर it is doing anything. Literally, I'm not joking, but you know, some friends of mine have literally told me that stop looking homeless in front of camera. And like, तो कुछ तो ढंग का पहन ले तो ठीक, अपने बाल तो थोड़े ठीक कर ले, थोड़ा तो डिफरेंट हेयर स्टाइल बना लिया, थोड़ा तो मेकअप लगा ले, थोड़ा तो ये कर ले, थोड़ा तो वो कर ले. बट आई डोंट नो, आई मीन आई एम प्रॉब्ली नॉट एबल टू, आई एम ओपन टू यू नो डूइंग ऑल दैट. लेकिन मैं इतना इन्वॉल्व हो जाती हूँ इन दैट थिंग कि मैंने ये कंटेंट और ये सब का हेडेक सर्वा को दिया हुआ है. सो आई एम नॉट इवन गेटिंग देयर.
It will actually, in a way के I think we'll have to maintain a certain base of quality right now, क्योंकि एक तो जो हम कर रहे हैं उसमें anyway कुछ कंट्रोल में नहीं होता जब हम इन्वेस्टिगेशन करते हैं. We do not know कैमरा कब बंद हो जाए, we do not know कब माइक बंद हो जाए. As a result, we have to take extra precautions, we have to carry extra batteries, extra cameras now, extra microphones now, एक्स्ट्रा माइक्स नाउ, जो कि पहले नहीं करते थे हम इतना. पहले लाइक लेपर लगा दिया या फिर एक कैमरा में माइक माउंट कर दिया एंड वी आर डन. नाउ वी हैव टू थिंक एज अ क्रिएटर. आई थिंक समवेयर डाउन द लाइन, इवन दो आई थिंक विल नेवर बी fully as creators in this field, क्योंकि we are not creating these things. We are creating the videos for sure, but the things are happening. We are just documenting them and putting it in front of people. So we have no control over that. For other YouTubers, they know कि अच्छा आज हम लोनावला जा रहे हैं तो हम रिकॉर्ड करेंगे. For us, हम लोनावला जा रहे हैं लेकिन लोनावला में क्या होगा वो नहीं पता. And we can't be just putting अच्छा लोनावला जा रहे हैं करके. So that's what makes our content different from others. Of course, we will only work on the quality of the videos we are putting, and we have already started doing that. People who have been watching our videos, they are also commenting that they can see the change in the quality, they can see the change in the editing and all. And for me also, since I'm editing the videos, even I'm learning new things over the years, and I'll keep on learning so that I can bring in the best for the people, so that क्योंकि ना जब हमने चालू भी किया था ये सब चीज़ें, द आइडिया वॉज, अभी कैंडिड होके बताऊँ तो in the past we had approached a lot of producers had approached us for TV shows and web shows on paranormal investigation, and kahin na kahin jaake they were not able to connect because for them paranormal, and there's still think so that paranormal is still a niche in India. एंड इसलिए हम नहीं कर सकते हैं, अरे नहीं ऐसा नहीं करते हैं हम ना, थोड़ा सा ऐसा खतरनाक मोमेंट डालेंगे, थोड़ा सा बिल्ली चिल्लाने की आवाज़ डालेंगे, थोड़ा सा पायल की आवाज़ डालेंगे तो मज़ा आएगा करके. बट वी वर नॉट कनेक्टिंग टू दैट बिकॉज वी नो ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं होता है. एंड देन व्हेन देयर इज सो मच फ्रिक्शन अमंग्स द टू पार्टीज, पूजा एंड आई वर लाइक यू नो व्हाट, फक एवरीवन एल्स, विल स्टार्ट आवर ओन थिंग. हम खुद का चालू करेंगे, खुद का यूट्यूब डालेंगे, एंड वी विल ट्राई टू क्रिएट दिस वर्ल्ड क्लास कंटेंट वेयर these producers will think अरे यार हमको ना इनके साथ कुछ तो करना चाहिए था, एंड हम नहीं जाएंगे फिर उनके पास. बट that was the whole idea, to keep on increasing with the quality, and that's why I, as a person, as an editor too, I'm learning every day. I'm watching every kind of tutorials and all, and it's all self-taught. I'm not being trained by anyone. I'm not doing a course in that. It's all what I've seen on the internet, and I'm just trying to be the best in what I'm trying to do, even though I may not be, considering I'm not a professional in that field. But the idea is to keep on learning and bring in the best जो कुछ भी है. So I think right now the only thing that will matter is the kind of quality videos we are putting and the kind of contents we are putting, because down the line, and fortunately we are grounded enough to understand that there are certain things जो कि हम नहीं कर सकते in that channel, in this channel particularly, because it will be totally against of our mission, of the goals or the things we want to spread. So we know कि क्या कहाँ पे pause करना है, नहीं करना है. I know there is an audience for that too, and there are people who enjoy it. But for this channel particularly, I think the only thing we will increase is the quality and the kind of videos we are putting, will be putting.
What or which is your favorite moment in this journey?
I think since we are recording this in 2023, I think the best moment, even though it's quite a very materialistic thing, but I think getting a platform on Beer Bicep, very honestly, on the Ranveer show, it was totally unexpected, and considering his stature and his popularity and his how do I say, platform that he gives to people, we were totally unexpected that someone like him would be interested in what we do, and being invited to his home, to his show, and right now having a bond with him, even though it's very professional. I think that's the best moment for me right now. But I think that's very quite materialistic in some way, but if we see the spiritual angle to it, I think the best moment is realizing the person I've become, because of the things that have happened in the past, good things and bad things and the best things. So yeah, physically or materialistically, the platform we got on the Ranveer show, and spiritually to see the results of the spiritual work you have to do to be in this field, and seeing that growth and seeing that result कि हाँ जो आप कर रहे हो वो एक वैलिडेशन जैसा मिलता है कि यू नो कि हाँ मैं इतने सालों से इस पे काम कर रहा था, फाइनली समथिंग इज हैपनिंग, सो इट वाज वर्थ इट. दीज आर द गुड मोमेंट्स. या
Favorite moment? Everything. I mean, it's literally like telling you to choose between your children. I mean, everything is like a baby to me. Pairs is a baby to me. Ghost Encounters is a baby to me. Higher Dimensions is a baby to me. Every experience in all this is like, you know, how the experiences that you experience as, you know, as a mother. Whether it's good, whether it's bad, it doesn't really matter. So I think everything is important. And it just helps, you know, you evolve. It helps you become a better person and to give your best to your babies, basically. So I can't decide on that.
No, I don't have any favorite moment in this journey at all. Every moment is favorite. Everything, every new step is favorite. Every new facet of the parapsychological world that we uncover, not just discover, but uncover, is my favorite. Like dealing with new demons, getting affected by them, and then afterwards conquering them, learning about them and conquering them, learning how to conquer them, how to decimate them completely, annihilate them. Every new moment is good. Every new moment is a favorite one.
What motivates you to continue this commitment?
What motivates me? फर्स्टली इज़ माई फैमिली, राइट, जिसमें सर्वजीत, पूजा, अप्पू, अक्षय and all those people who have been part of our journey and left. ये family matters a lot to me. I mean, this is my main motivation. And then after is my wife, the people who are also surrounding me at my place, my neighborhood, the support that I get from them. That is all I need. I don't need any more validation. ये है अपने साथ में, हम पूरा दुनिया conquer कर सकते हैं.
I think the happiness that comes to me after every release of the soul that I mentioned, the happiness that comes to me when I see the other person happy who has healed or been through their trauma, because I remember it's so hard for me. I end up, I don't know. This is just very candid. But when there is a person sitting in front of me and I'm helping that person heal, I'm literally crying with them. So when they are happy and when they are laughing, it just makes me very, very fulfilled from within. So all this, this is, I would say, my trophy. So this is that motivating factor, that trophy that I have received down the line and that I continue to receive. That is a motivating factor, yes. And the beautiful soul family that I have, Sarvajit, Apurva, Savio, Akshay, now Milan. And the way we bond, the way we connect, sometimes we don't even have to tell each other. It's just understood. Otherwise, you just keep struggling explaining yourself to others, but we don't have that here. So we motivate each other. And now, yes, the lovely the subscribers and the people who are finally finding us and we are finding them, even they are a motivating factor. So yeah, lots of motivation.
Lawyer by profession. Now you also have a tag of paranormal investigator. How open are you, or do you think कि कभी अगर ऐसा कुछ public event हो, will you be comfortable also adding paranormal investigator to your name?
So ये मेरा मेन रीज़न था, लाइक जहाँ पे मुझे इतना टाइम लगा, बिकॉज कहीं ना कहीं मैं पीछे मन में सोच रहा था कि अगर मैं एज अ पैरानॉर्मल इन्वेस्टिगेटर खुद को रिप्रेजेंट कर रहा हूँ, सो व्हाट पीपल विल थिंक, व्हाट माय फैमिली विल थिंक. और आई एम बीइंग अ लॉयर, काफ़ी सारे मेरे कनेक्ट्स है, क्लाइंट्स है कि जो मेरे स्टेटसेस एंड ऑल द सोशल मीडिया जो मुझे फॉलो करते हैं, सो व्हाट विल बी देयर इम्प्रेशन. So slowly, when I started entering into this field, I started traveling with Sarba and Pooja Di, and I started posting my experiences on that topics or that investigations. So तब जाके कहीं ना कहीं मतलब even some of my clients asked me, or they were interested in this field कि exactly होता क्या है, and even they are facing some challenges. Even my friends and even my family members also. So before that पहले मैं डरता था कि उनका क्या रिस्पॉन्स रहेगा, या फिर कैसे रिएक्ट करेंगे अगर मैं कुछ डालता हूँ, या फिर व्हाट इफ आई एम नॉट हैविंग दैट नॉलेज एंड मैं उनको अगर एक्सप्लेन नहीं कर पाया कि एग्जैक्टली क्या फील्ड है. सो दिस वाज द मेन रीज़न कि मुझे इतना टाइम लगा. एंड now I am pretty sure कि जब I am having that much knowledge, कि मैं अगर वो कुछ पैरानॉर्मल रिलेटेड या फिर स्पिरिचुअल रिलेटेड अगर कुछ क्वेश्चन पूछते हैं तो आई कैन गिव देम आंसर. एंड ऑल्सो वन थिंग आई वुड लाइक टू ऐड कि अपूर्वा माई लाइफ पार्टनर, सो शी इज़ विथ मी फ्रॉम 2014. सो हम लोग कहीं पे भी शी इज़ द बेस्ट काउंसलर आई कैन से, कि किसी को अगर कुछ प्रॉब्लम हो तो कि शी कैन एडवाइस प्रॉपरली. एंड जहाँ पे रिसेंटली इवन आई एम एक्सपीरियंसिंग इट कि जहाँ पे पैरानॉर्मल रिलेटेड एंड स्पिरिचुअल रिलेटेड अगर कोई क्वेश्चन पूछता है कि एग्जैक्टली ये फील क्या होता है, सो बिफोर हर आई एम द पर्सन टू आंसर दैट. एंड वो नेचुरली निकलता है. एंड मैं इतने कि अच्छे से एक्सप्लेन मैंने किया एंड एवरीथिंग विथ एग्जांपल्स मैंने उनको सब बताया कि क्या होता है एग्जैक्टली हमारे फील्ड में एंड क्या क्या हम लोग सीखते हैं एंड सिखाते हैं टू द लाइक क्या इन्फॉर्मेशन हम लोग को जो हम लोग का मोटिव है कि मिथ्स हम लोग बर्स्ट कर रहे हैं इंडिया में स्पेशली. सो वो मैं मैसेज सबको प्रोवाइड कर रहा था एंड सबको लाइक नॉलेज दे रहा था इस फील्ड के बारे में. तो तब जाके मुझे पता चला कि हाँ, आई एम ऑन द राइट ट्रैक एंड इवन आई फील्ड बेटर आफ्टर दैट.
What's up with the name Ghost Encounters?
Ghost Encounters, I think it was a very impulse decision by me after discussing with Pooja ke I think we should have a brand name apart from Pairs क्योंकि Pairs is an organization and it's a big name, long name, Parapsychology and Investigation Research Society. एंड जब आप चैनल में भी डालते हो, लोग सर्च भी करते हैं, बताते भी हो, तो पीपल हैव टू लाइक स्टे काम फॉर 2 seconds एंड लिसन टू द फुल फॉर्म टू अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट वी आर ट्राइंग टू से. तो हमने सोचा कि यू नो व्हाई नॉट हैव अ नेम ऑल्सो काइंड ऑफ इज अ ब्रांड नेम बट ऑल्सो काइंड ऑफ जस्ट बता देते कि हम लोग ये करते हैं, लाइक एक्सप्लेन करने नहीं जाओ. हमने बहुत कुछ नाम सोचा, बहुत तो नाम रजिस्टर्ड थे ऑलरेडी एंड एज यूजुअल द एम वाज कि अगर हम कर रहे हैं तो वी रजिस्टर इट, वी डू इट फुल टाइम और वी डोंट डू एट ऑल. In that process, I remember consulting with Apuvadi and I was like, you know, can we register it? Is it already registered? There was some back and forth in trying to figure out कि हो सकता है, नहीं हो सकता है, what are the issues? And ultimately we decided, I think it happened in 2021 when we had investigated some places in Goa and we wanted to upload the investigation videos. And हमने शायद उसके 1 साल पहले अप्लाई किया था कि चाहिए था करके एंड टुक 1 year to be registered. But I think Ghost Encounters has become this and we are intentionally doing that. In Pairs also there will be a lot of kinds of members आगे भी होंगे, अभी भी जो हैं, but we have kept the Ghost Encounters team as this team which kind of goes to these places जो कि शायद an investigator who is just starting shouldn't be coming to. बिकॉज द एक्सपेरिमेंट जो हम करते हैं, जो हम अंडरटेकिंग्स लेते हैं, जो हम कम्युनिकेशन करते हैं, वो शायद सिर्फ घोस्ट एनकाउंटर्स टीम ही कर सकती है. वाई? बिकॉज लाइक आई स्टार्टेड दिस कॉन्वर्सेशन विद कि हम इतनी बार पहले गए हैं, हमको अभी पता है कि क्या करेंगे तो नहीं पहले जाएंगे. And that's what makes Ghost Encounters team puts us into a whole different level as compared to other paranormal teams in the world. I would not hesitate saying that because our techniques, our approach, the blend of spirituality and the traditional beliefs and stories, because everything contributes something or the other to the case, makes our approach way different, serious, sometimes dangerous and fun, जो कि बाकी जगह पे नहीं होता है. And that's completely fine, that's own decision. We like to push the boundaries and I think only Ghost Encounters team can do that. And because Ghost Encounters got registered, now we had a plethora of things to do with that name. So Ghost Encounters tours happen, there are more Ghost Encounters Unfiltered podcast is happening, and there are more Ghost Encounters something will happen. And over the course of time, Ghost Encounters is just one of the IP we registered. We also registered ScareCon as an IP because like you know we would really नहीं चाहते थे कि कोई और हम लोग का नाम चोरी कर ले या कोई कर ले, which happens in India because when you reach a certain level people start stealing names and everything. वो भी होता है. एंड फिर हमने हायर डायमेंशन विच इज़ द स्पिरिचुअल पार्टनर्स ऑफ द घोस्ट एनकाउंटर्स टीम एंड इट्स बिकॉज ऑफ हायर डायमेंशंस वी लर्न हाउ टू प्रोटेक्ट आवरसेल्फ, शील्ड आवरसेल्फ एंड help the souls also, because had not been higher dimensions the spirituality part would have been very bland, not very मतलब जो चीज़ें हाई डायमेंशंस के थ्रू सीखे गए हैं वो शायद हमको काफ़ी साल लग गए होते. सो हाई डायमेंशंस 2 got registered which is completely and amazingly headed by Pooja. And then we have a lot of other IPs जो कि अभी मैं नाम बताऊंगा तो लोग पूछेंगे ये क्या हो रहा है, बट है वो सब IPs are registered. I think with time they will come out.
Why ScareCon?
ScareCon though is it's like our annual function in a way of the work we do, the people we meet. It's like an annual convention that began because Pooja and I were very excited to see the supernatural panel in Comic Con, and we're like यार ये सारे supernatural fans वहाँ पे बैठे हैं, what if we get the fans of horror and we bring in people like the people who have experience, and the producers, authors, and people like us talk about our journey. It's like a platform where we blend entertainment and knowledge at the same time. And even though it's a venture जिसमें हमने कभी नहीं कमाया, and हमको sponsors नहीं मिलते हैं, हमको अपने पैसे से सब करना पड़ता है, everything goes from our pocket. I think we still do that because we love this convention so much. But कभी कभी ये भी लगता है कि is it worth doing, because ultimately we see that के we are not getting any support financially from anyone, and to organize an event like this, the only thing that is needed is money. Because ultimately जो जो लोग आए हैं, अगर उन्होंने याद है उनको, तो the decorations they see and the things they see, the setup they see, it's all done by us. There is no event managing company, there are no event organizers, there is no professional decorators involved. Just the 5 of us with the help of few of our family members and friends who come in a day before the event, and we do all the decorations. Hosting भी हम करते हैं, event भी हम करते हैं, पैसे भी हम लगाते हैं. But I think the sad truth is now this year we are in a dilemma to host or not, because last year तक तो it was fine कि ठीक है 100-200 लोग आते थे, हमको पता है. But now we know, because of the heavy and staunch followers that we have got, and all thanks to them, we need a bigger space. And for bigger spaces we need bigger green notes to make that happen, and bigger places to handle that capacity, जो कि I don't think is in a way possible for us as individuals to put in that kind of money for an event. Even though we know it will be a huge success in terms of the turnover of people and the reach we will have, and people जो सीख के जाएंगे, and the spread of our mission, but ultimately जो pocket में hole होगा वो हमको ही bear करना पड़ता है ultimately. I don't know. Even though we love, all of us love ScareCon. Every member loves ScareCon. It's like a break that is much needed every year to celebrate the hard work we do rest of the months. And when we see these people, our fans and supporters, coming in large numbers and supporting us and learning new things, sharing their experiences, it's a feeling जो कि नहीं मिलता है कहीं और भी. But yeah, problem है तो है, and we're still wondering how to overcome it. Like I said, no sponsors, no financiers as such, and कहीं ना कहीं दिमाग में ये भी है कि अगर हम इतना खर्चा करने को तैयार हैं, what if we use the same money and do more investigations, or like go to more international places, or cover more of Indian places. So I think देखेंगे, होगा तो लोगों को पता चल जाएगा, नहीं होगा तो I think I don't have a backup plan for ScareCon. We will miss it for sure, but yes, let's see.
Why do you think get is so important?
या बिकॉज अगर ऑनलाइन बैठ के अगर किसी को कराटे सिखाने जमता तो शायद सब लोग कराटे सीख लेते, बट प्रैक्टिकली जब एक्सरसाइज करना होता है, मुट्ठियों को स्ट्रॉन्ग करना होता है, तो आपको प्रैक्टिकली एक्सरसाइज करना ज़रूरी है. सो वी कैनॉट टीच यू कराटे ऑनलाइन. सो इन द सेम वे वी कैनॉट टीच यू एग्जॉर्सिज्म ऑनलाइन, वी कैनॉट टीच यू हाउ टू एनहांस योर साइकिक एबिलिटीज़ ऑनलाइन. उसके लिए आपको हमारे साथ आके देखना पड़ेगा कि हम कर क्या रहे हैं, right? Even for that matter, paranormal investigation, we can give you the best of resources online. You can read the best of books, but an art or a skill or a science which is meant to be practical cannot be taught theoretically. So that's the reason a ghost encounter tour is very important, wherein there is a physical energy exchange when people are coming over there and they can ask us all the questions that they need. And it's not a one-way communication, it's not a monologue, it's a dialogue. So वहाँ पर आते हैं और practically सीखते हैं, पेड़ों को हाथ लगा के, रॉक्स को हाथ लगा के क्या इन्फॉर्मेशन मिलता है, ऐसा कौन सा जादू करता है. पूजा या सावियो जब जाते हैं, उनको खुद को साइकिक बोलते हैं, वो जब उनको प्रैक्टिकली जानेंगे तब पता चलेगा. लाइक व्हेन वी गो फॉर इन्वेस्टिगेशंस, हमारे हाथ में गैजेट्स होते हैं. Sarva has a gadget in his hand, and when we say give that 1 spike or 2 spikes, that is because the entity is coming close to that and going. तो जब उसके नज़दीक आता है तो आपको अपनी बॉडी में भी चेंजेस आपको देखना पड़ेगा कि क्या हो रहा है. बिकॉज इफ एन एंटिटी इज कमिंग ऑन द गैजेट का मतलब है आपके आसपास में भी आ गए, ऐसे नहीं कि सिर्फ गैजेट पे आके चले गए. सो ये जब घोस्ट एनकाउंटर्स टूर पे आएंगे, आप जब खुद गैजेट हाथ में पकड़ोगे तब आपको महसूस होगा कि कितना सेफ है या कितना डेंजरस है. तो मेरे ख्याल से घोस्ट एनकाउंटर टूर इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर पीपल हु आर परसुइंग दिस. डायरेक्टली आप इन्वेस्टिगेटर नहीं बन सकते हो. यू हैव टू लर्न दिस एज अ प्रैक्टिकल और अ साइंस लैब एक्सपेरिमेंट.
Get actually, you know, it helps people get that practical information about whatever they have been learning in theory. क्योंकि पढ़ते बहुत हैं, वीडियोस बहुत देखते हैं, ये करना है, वो पैरानॉर्मल है, ये टाइप की हॉन्टिंग्स हैं, ऐसा होता है, वैसा होता है, गलत इन्फॉर्मेशन भी बहुत है, फियर भी बहुत है. सो आई थिंक गेट इज़ दैट परफेक्ट प्लेटफॉर्म वेयर पीपल गेट टू नो कि सच्चाई क्या है, फेक क्या है, फियर एक्चुअली जब आप उस सिचुएशन में हो तो एक्चुअली कैसा लगता है, एंटिटीज एक्चुअली कैसे फील होती हैं, क्या है क्या नहीं है. सो इट गिव्स देम दैट प्रैक्टिकल नॉलेज, एंड नॉट जस्ट दैट प्रैक्टिकल नॉलेज, इट ऑल्सो हेल्प्स देम ड्राइव डीप इनटू देमसेल्व्स, बिकॉज एवरी टाइम Savio is teaching people how to connect with trees or to elements of nature. And जब वो खुद करते हैं, जब वो उनकी readings match करती है, you know, that is the time something triggers in them that wow, even we are capable of doing this. Or when I am teaching them anything about psychic senses, or when I am helping them dive deep into their psychic abilities, and when they are gathering information about each other, they are like, we never thought ki we can do something like this. So every time someone is attending Get, there's something that's opening up for them which wouldn't open up otherwise unless they are actually diving into this. And of course, with experience as a team, this is, I think, the safest place where they can experience the paranormal. They can explore the world of the unknown, the supernatural, because I think they are in very safe hands who know how to tackle from whatever experiences they have gathered.
You have this unwavering support from so many of your fans. What do you wish to say to them?
One thing that I would really like to tell all our well-wishers is just follow your heart. क्योंकि अगर हमने, if we never followed our heart, if we never followed that deep inner feel that we had about what we want to do, शायद हम यहाँ पर नहीं पहुँचे होते. मैं शायद ये बैठ के डॉक्यूमेंट्री के लिए रिकॉर्डिंग नहीं कर रही होती, because you know what is the best for you. Tune into your own energies and decide what is, because आपको नीचे खींचने वाले हजारों लोग मिल जाएंगे, आपको डाइवर्ट करने वाले हजारों लोग मिल जाएंगे, but ultimately you have to see what works the best for you. So keep following your heart and do not give up. Find yourself and keep supporting us.
So sweet.
Firstly, I don't like to call them fans, because I think they are all a family. They are all a community of believers together. We all keep each other alive, right? Like, for example, if you're having a barbecue or if you're having a fireplace, it's the collective heat of all the coals together that keeps it alight all night. उसमें से एक भी कोल आप बाजू में निकाल के रख दोगे, बाकी सब जलते रहेंगे, वो एक कोल जो है वो बुझ जाएगा. So that is how we keep each other alive. I would say just grow, keep growing. This is a message that I'll tell them, and be together. ऊपर नीचे सब कुछ होता है, everything. You might have disagreements, but if the moment you leave the fireplace and start practicing on your own, someday or the other, your fire will slowly go down and you will turn into ash, whereas the others will be still burning there.
Keep supporting, actually. Keep breaking those statistics we have for, or the metrics we have for the channels. कभी कभी हम सोचते हैं कि अरे, you know what, कि शायद जुलाई एंड तक हो जाएगा, एंड कभी कभी we are like, अरे ये तो शायद अभी हो जाएगा करके. They are crazy and we need crazy people around, I think, to make our life more crazier than it is as usual. And we do not need normal people, very honestly, or people who think हम लोग ऐसा normal ही करेंगे, हम लोग पैरानॉर्मल बिलीव नहीं करते, हम लोग उस पर बिलीव नहीं करते. It's okay. You have your own channels to watch, you have your own teams to support, your own football team to cheer for, and that's completely fine. But we know we have a community right now who is as crazy as we are, and that's what makes this thing very interesting, because when we are having fun, they are having fun. When we are serious, they are serious. When we are dissecting, they are dissecting. And that has only become that is only happening because we have created this connection with them, and I think we will never break that connection, and I know उनके तरफ से भी नहीं टूटेगा ये connection. So yeah, just keep supporting, keep loving, and see where your love is taking us to.
So then what's next?
What's next?
I think it's always universal and divine thing for pairs when it comes to starting something new, and I would not want to put something and limit it by saying that this is going to be next for pairs, because I know it's going to be limitless, amazing, and abundance of things that are going to happen, and I'm just going to be a part of it, and I'm going to flow with it.
Growth, the light, I think that's next, because sooner or the other, the community that we are growing right now is going to keep growing and keep exploding. Earlier हम लोग implode हो रहे थे, अभी explode हो रहे हैं. So someday or the other पूरी दुनिया देखेगी कि इंडिया में बेस्ड ऐसा रिसर्च हो रहा है और इतनी बड़ी कम्युनिटी यहाँ पर हो रही है. गॉड नोज क्या पता चला. Even the spirits also might start leaving US and start coming to India to manifest. Who knows? So वहाँ पर फिर बाद में यहाँ पर EMF हाई हो जाएगा, हमारी इन्वेस्टिगेशंस और ईजी हो जाएंगी. सो आई थिंक सो द नेक्स्ट थिंग इज सक्सेस ऑन अ ग्लोबल प्रोपोर्शन.
I'm the kind of person जो शायद I will not say what's next. I'll just allow the work to speak for itself. Because very honestly, I'm so much in surrender कि मैं अगर कुछ decide भी करूँ ना कि मुझे ये next करना है, अगर वो यूनिवर्स से आ गया कि तुझे यहाँ नहीं यहाँ जाना है, तो I'll take the other path. So I'm in total surrender to the universe to show me what is the next, and I'll just maybe allow the work to work for it. Talk for itself.
Next, a lot of things actually. It's an indefinite list, but I think the most immediate thing that's happening is what is going to happen right now. You can play the trailer and people will see what's happening next.
Could it be a blood-sucking chupacabra is on the loose?
Where a family called 911 claiming to see aliens in their backyard.
Where demons supposedly wrought havoc with a helpless family.
Seen a large winged creature. Sightings of Bigfoot creatures going back to the late 1800s. 6 footprints.
The Father, God the Son, God the Spirit.
And cut in half, her body drained of blood and left in an empty lot.
And he said, "You in there."
It was nearly impossible for Elisa. Autopsy findings were, suspicious.
We deeply regret that we have lost all contact with flight MH370.
Did you at one point believe this house was the portal to hell?
There was a portal.
Believed he'd entered a demonic pact in which he'd committed to killing women.
I told my mom I thought I saw a werewolf.
To sacrifice only women in return for...
It's an act of violence that has shaken this very close-knit community.
There's literally something. We're maybe looking at the anomaly for the first time, guys.
That house really had very, 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 very bad vibes.
That's one of the things. Other things are to investigate more and more places. Again, to be very clear, not because it's we have to create content, but because we want to learn more. We want to travel more. We want to meet more souls. We have to help out more souls and help out more people along the way. And that's what majorly is. There are a few bucket list things we have to complete. We have to take एज इन के कुछ प्रोजेक्ट्स हम चालू करेंगे जो कि हम बहुत टाइम से बात कर रहे हैं. कुछ चीज़ें होगी जो कि पहले नहीं हुई थी, एंड It's happening because right now we have the confidence of the community we have built, and on that confidence only there are so many things that I've planned. But as of now, this thing is the most immediate thing that's happening, apart from a lot of things which will happen slowly and gradually. It's like वो जो storm form होता है तो ऐसे environment change होना चालू हो जाता है. Right now we are in that stage के मौसम बिगड़ रहा है एकदम, and कौन बिगाड़ रहा है? हम लोग बिगाड़ रहे हैं for the things that are going to happen in this field, and the ripple effect it will create.
Done.
Thank you.
Hello.
I absolutely love the content on your channel. I find it extremely informative and interesting.
Thank you so much for existing and for teaching us how to deal with our own fear of the unknown.
From that day, you guys made my life horrible. Like, you guys was in my dream that I'm recording and you guys doing investigation at my place. Like, you guys are amazing.
I'm seeing that a really nice team pairs are covering up spooky content.
You are not only entertaining the subscribers, but at the same time you are also educating the fans about the paranormal things.
Congratulations for 100k subscribers.
You guys literally changed my perspective towards paranormal.
बताता हूँ कि मैं बचपन से बहुत डरता था, तो मेरा जो है ये भूतों का डर वो आपकी वीडियोस देखने के बाद ही जो है गया है. And I'm proudly an anime fandom fan.